Hey guys, and welcome to 3 Day Adventure. I'm so glad you stopped by the channel today. Hopefully you'll figure out what we're all about. We are new, and eventually we'll have a lot more videos for you to choose from and get ideas for your vacation. So in this video, you're going to find out what this channel is all about and what type of content you can expect later on. But stay tuned towards the end of the video because I'm going to give you a travel tip that you probably never ever considered before. So stick around. You're really gonna like it. So this probably would be a really good time for me to stop, cue the intro, and let you enjoy that little part. Well, let's get this thing rolling. So, here's a little disclaimer. I'm not a travel agent. I'm not going to sell you on an unforgettable vacation package. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to basically give you the opportunity to save money, teach you how, and encourage you to get out and create memories and lasting adventures without spending a whole heap of money. Let's face it, it's hard to get away from our jobs for a week or two and spend time with our families. Scheduling alone can be a stinking nightmare. My wife and I, we've run into this same problem for years, but we always took advantage of those 3-day weekends like Labor Day, Memorial Day, even if July 4th lands on a weekend. I mean, we'd take advantage of it. We'd get away. We'd go camping. We'd go hiking. We'd go pretty much even go as far to the beach. You know, we live in the central part of the United States, and I mean, we would drive 8-12 hours just to go to the beach for the weekend, and we'd stay in a hotel for a couple of nights, and we'd come back totally relaxed and ready to go, ready to tackle the job again. And and we looked forward to the next time we got a chance to do that. But it wasn't until recently, and I mean very recently, was I able to take advantage of being able to go more frequently to little mini vacations, because every other week I get 5 days off on my job, and trust me, we hit the road. In some cases we hit the sky, and we go somewhere new every time. One week we went to Utah, another week we went to the Carolinas and went to the beach. Another weekend, which I'll be having a video here really soon on this, and you probably see it on my channel right now. It's just from our little Florida excursion down to Sarasota. It was great. Came back totally refreshed, and nice little suntan too for the middle of February. That was kind of nice. 3 days, that's all you need. That's, even though I get 5 days off, we're still taking just 3-day weekends and just going and doing something. But one of the things you're going to learn on this channel is destination ideas. We love being outdoors. Whether it's the beach, the mountains, I'll be sharing our adventures. And I'll be giving you tips and tricks, I guess you can say, that you can use on your next trip. Things that'll help you out. There'll be a dedicated video just about luggage and packing techniques and how to pick the right luggage. When you go on to an airplane, they tell you, you can bring a carry-on plus a personal item, and some of the overhead bins are not that big. Trust me, I've been little sometimes like, I don't think this is going to fit. And then you got other passengers who are, have their luggage there, and well, they just sometimes it's a tight fit. I have two different sizes I use. I have a size that is small, very small, It can pretty much fit anywhere. It could fit in the seat under the seat in front of you. So we'll discuss those sizes. There'll be a whole video just dedicated to that. What about backpacks? Backpacks, they're great for 3-day weekends. Absolutely great. I'll teach you which ones are the best ones, what to look for when you are purchasing. So, do you remember the last time you booked a hotel? Wasn't it kind of stressful? My goodness. Even though I've done it many, many times, it still gets annoying. But I'll show you what I look for and how I save money getting the right one for my family. So, what do you prefer? Do you prefer renting a car or paying for Uber? I guess it's your choice what you want to do. I'll tell you right now, for me and my family, we rent a car. It's just a little bit more feasible for us because we like to move around a lot, and Uber would get kind of costly, especially after I show you a few tips on what I do to rent a car. It kind of saves me money. It's more cost effective for me to rent a car than it is to pay for Uber or Lyft or even a taxi cab. So, but what I'll show you, it'll save you money. So here's the next one. TSA. Man, just that word alone can scare most people. So I'll have a video. I'm going to try and do an interview with a TSA agent. Where I work, there's a lot of TSA agents. Yes, I work at an airport. And so I've gotten to know a few of them. I'm going to talk to them and see if they'd be interested in doing a little interview so I can ask them some questions. So if you have any questions you'd like me to ask a TSA agent, that might, be beneficial to you and our viewers, put it in the comments below. I'm interested to know what you want to know, and I'll ask them and see if we can get an interview, on-camera interview. That would even be better, wouldn't it? But if you follow my simple guidelines that I've learned just from going through TSA as much as I do, it'll be a breeze for you. I breeze right through these checkpoints. I don't have any issues. There's been a couple of times I've had my backpack checked, only because, I forgot to take something out of there because I forgot it was in there. Because that's where I pack all my electronics most of the time: my cameras, my drone, all my chargers. I pack everything in that thing. That's where I keep my liquids. So, I'll forget sometimes to take one of the electronics out. It's a lot of stuff to try to remember when you're going through TSA, but you know what? It didn't hold me up. They just asked me, hey, is this what's in the bag? And I'm like, yes. They'll take it out, and they'll put it in a bin, and they'll put my bag in a bin, and run it back through again, and boom, it's done. But it's no big deal. I don't fear TSA. In fact, the only thing that's going to slow you down after you follow my tips is the people who didn't watch the videos that I'm going to be making. And you'll know who that is. So, now, I will not be giving you pointers on which airline to fly with. Mainly because I work for one of them, and, well, I just can't really do that because I don't know that information. I fly with the airline that I work for, and so I can't really tell you, who's got better deals, who's going to give you the better savings. That you kind of have to hunt out yourself. So, unfortunately, I can't help you with that. But what I will do is give you tips like the one I promised you at the beginning of the video. So here it goes. So let me ask you, what do you think the best seat on an airplane is? Do you know? Well, I'll tell you. Think about the center of the airplane. The spot is from about the middle of the wing to a couple of rows in front of the wing. Yeah, kind of an odd spot to be the best seat on the airplane, isn't it? Well, there's actually a couple of reasons why. And I'll give you the first one. First, you won't feel the movement of the aircraft as much. And this does include the turbulence. It's not as bad. I mean, you'll feel it, but not near the amount that you would if you were sitting well in front of the wing, or especially to the back. You'll feel it more in the back of the airplane. And there's a reason for that. When you're sitting behind the wing, you're going to feel the sway motion, which is, back and forth. And the reason you feel that is the rudder is compensating. When you're up there flying at, 30,000 feet, the aircraft is up in jet streams. And if it's got a good tailwind, the tailwind sometimes is going as fast as the airplane. So it's kind of pushing the plane a little bit. And actually, let's see. If the wind is blowing from the side, the rudder is having to do a lot of compensating. And that's all done by the autopilot. The pilots aren't doing that. So the autopilot is adjusting constantly. So the rudder will be moving back and forth, and you'll feel that more in the back of the plane instead of in the middle. The other thing is you'll feel is an up and down motion behind the wing, that is. You'll feel the up and down motion, and the reason for that is the elevator. So when a plane is hitting turbulence, it's kind of going up, it's going down. And when it goes up, it has to get back down to where it belongs, because that's where they are mandated to fly by the air traffic control. And if it drops below by 25 to 50 feet, it's got to come back up to where it was. So the elevator is constantly doing this and moving the aircraft. So you're feeling this up and down while you're sitting there. And it's not as bad as and drastic as what I'm making it sound, but it's very slight. And that's why a lot of people get nauseous on a plane. And also because of the engine noise, which brings me to my second reason, and that is the sound. So behind the wing, you're going to hear more of the exhaust noise because it's louder because you're behind the wing. Now, if you are sitting too far forward of the wing, you're going to hear more of the whine of the engines. And it's understandable because they're sucking in a lot of air. And, you're right there and you're hearing that whining noise. Now, if you're sitting kind of beside the engine, which would be just ahead of the wing and even over the wing, you're not going to hear that noise as much. One, because the wing is actually shielding you from all that noise. There's still noise, but not as bad. So, next time you fly, and you're booking your flight, picking your seats, then pick that area, and then let me know. Did you notice a difference? Especially if you're a frequent flyer, did you notice a difference? Because I've noticed it. I've sat ahead of the wing, I've sat the back of the plane, I've sat over the wing, and I always try to get seats that are right there. And sometimes you can't. Because somebody's already, taken them, or a lot of people go for the exit row. They're over the wing because of the more leg room. Those are always a good seat just for that reason. The seats usually don't recline there, but they're a little more comfortable. They give you more leg room. But you got to be prepared to know how to operate the emergency door. That's one of the things they'll ask you there when you're sitting there. If you're not comfortable doing that, then it's best you not sit in that row. So I hope you found this tip very helpful. And if you want more, hit that subscribe button right down there. Just hit that subscribe button. And then click on that little bell icon, and you'll be the first to know when I upload a new video. So, thanks for watching, and until next time, safe travels and happy adventures.